Hi YouTube, Canadian Prepper here. Just wanted to review a product. It's a high-end flashlight which I just picked up not too long ago, and it goes for about 150 bucks. It's one of the cheapest high-powered flashlights that I've found. It's 3500 lumens at its max, and it is the Eagletac MX25L3C. That's a mouthful. It's insanely bright. I thought I had a bright flashlight when I owned this other one that I'll show you. Where was I wrong? This is the Nightcore P12. This is an insane flashlight in itself. It's very Edc compatible. And it's about 1,000 lumens, 950 to be exact. And it is obscenely bright. Okay. 3,500 lumens is outlandish, literally, and I don't know why I felt I needed it, but it is insane, and it's kind of fun to use this flashlight around people who are still living in the Maglite era and who haven't discovered these Cree LEDs that they've been using in these things. It lights up a frickin' stadium. It's brighter than the brightest vehicle brights, high beam lights that I've seen. I'll be jogging with this thing down the backcountry road at night, and kind of as a joke, I'll if a car's coming or something, I'll turn it on and they'll flash me. That's how bad it is. Or they'll, when you're approaching someone who has their brights on, you flash them. And I've had people do that to me before, so it's phenomenal. I mean, I'd show you how bright it is on here, but it's not really going to do it justice. It's the camera tries to block it out, but it's just obscenely bright. There's a few different settings. So there's a lower, and I think this here is the 30 lumen. It's 250. That's 1,300, and this is the batshit crazy 3,500. So it's obscene. It really is obscene. It really is a weapon. You could blind a whole group of people with just that light. It is a focused beam to some degree. It's too bright for indoor use. It's highly effective for search and rescue. I would say it doesn't have a very good spotlight. It has but it has a nice blend of beam and spill, which just means that it will light up a relatively large area nicely. I've flashed signs, like reflective signs, a kilometer away with good reflection. It's just incredible. So I'll show you what kind of batteries this thing takes. I'm not a great reviewer yet. I'm still working on my reviewer skills, so bear with me. So it takes 3 of these. These are 18650 batteries. You can get them online, or you can get them at your local knife and hobby store. I'd recommend online. These are Samsung. They're the preferred choice. Get them on Amazon. And these are the Ultrafire, which are also good, but I would go with the Samsung if possible. And so how it works is you just put these in there like that. Positive, negative, works the same way. They're like really big AA batteries essentially, but they're lithium ion and they're rechargeable. This thing goes on there. It's really easy. It's not rocket science. There's a few maintenance things that you have to take into consideration. You have to keep it lubricated with certain oils. And so, like I said, in order to change it's kind of stupid. I really don't like this aspect to it. But in order to change the brightness level you need to turn it. And there's settings that you can't actually see. You can feel it when you turn it, but you can't actually see it. And there's one main on-off button. There is a strobe, which is like that. And that strobe is at the highest luminosity. As you can see, the 6 Cree LEDs, very fascinating lights. Each one has a potential output of 1,000 lumens, but for whatever reason, these are, we only have enough battery power in here to, maybe if I had an extender piece or something like that, I'd get more, but I don't think they make those for it. They might. I haven't really researched it. But this thing is a hand cannon. It's, this could easily, you could see your whole property if you live on an acreage or something. The problem is the turbo, it does get a little hot. So, it's only going to last so long. Personally, I've never felt the need to use the turbo for more than a minute or so. But as long as you use it in moderation, you shouldn't have any problems. Like I say, for $150, the closest competitor is the Nightcore Tiny Monster, and that also is a 3800 lumens, and that one goes for about $300. So something to consider. It's a good economical option. They give you a little case with it that I haven't shown, and I didn't show the box. The box is just a box. It's nothing fancy. Nothing to write home about. It wasn't really packaged that well, honestly. I felt that it could have, they could have thrown in a case, or, they give you some extra O-rings, and they give you battery canisters, because you can also use CR123 batteries in this, 6 of those. Basically, they're just half the size of an 18650 battery. But if you want to completely blind a group or, an attacker, this is more than enough. Really, you could do that with a 200 lumen light. Once you reach the 150 lumen range, it's in what they call the tactical applications level. So this is 3500 lumens, so just do the math. Now, a 200 lumen light it's going to be just as bright as this, but the beam's not going to be as wide. So you'll find that there'll be a blinding white light from anything over 150 lumens, but this is going to just, it's going to throw a far beam. And for $150, I don't know, probably didn't need it, but it was one of those things, I don't collect DVDs, I don't waste my money on stupid shit. I'm not going on vacations to 5-star resorts and stuff like that. I'd rather spend my money on something practical that I could probably use. And I've actually, when I jog, I carried this the other night, and I ran about 10K with this in my pocket, and I wear pretty loose fitting shorts, and I really didn't notice it too much at all. Like, it's got a good weight to it, but compared to those gigantic mag lights, which were about at least 3 times the length of this, maybe a little bit thinner, it's a huge step. And those old mag lights only put out like 30 lumens. So this is well over 100 times brighter in a third of the package. So it's amazing how far the technology's come. I'm going to do a general review on all my flashlights at some point. Just a bit of show and tell stuff. I know, a lot of people aren't into that, and that's not really what this channel is about. But there are a few gadgets I do have that, people might find useful, so I'll show them when possible. Anyways, if you have any more questions about this product, the Eagletac MX25L3C, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Thanks a lot. Bye.